I mean, I wanted to get you guys a before video, but I already got the back done and the one in the front. But here's basically the routine that you gotta do. I mean, everything's loose right now, so I mean, it's better late than never. Anyway, for the Silverado 2014, this is what you need to change: the rotor and the pads. Oh, the rotor and the pads. And then all you need is an 18 millimeter. For some reason, there's a metric bolt in there. What else? A 3/4. So, all right, I'll show you. This is a 3/4, and this right here. Let me see if you see me turn it. That's 18 millimeter. All right. And then what else you're gonna need is some 3/8 jack screws. So one here and one here, and that'll pull it right out real smooth. Maybe if not, you can always beat it with a hammer, but the jack screws just, you know, make it smooth. And then also you need this guy. This is a T30 right here. So all you need to do is just loosen that, and it disconnect from the, I'm guessing, the wheel hub, the bearing and all that. So let's get this one finished up and going, and then I'll show you guys step by step how to replace the pads and the rotor. So here we go. Taking the bracket out. There's a bolt. This is the 3/4, and this is the other one. Alright, gotta set them down. And the bracket should come right off. There we go. Now, you always want to secure it. You don't want it to fall and then it'll snip this line, you know, so you don't want it to fall. So you always want to put this on a nice area. You don't want to fuck with anything or mess anything up over there. So, I mean, just like that. Alright, now we take the pad bracket off. And that should be it. Not these guys, wrong one. I was unscrewing the wrong one. Don't unscrew that one. You leave that one alone. Just unscrew this guy. I mean, yeah, I mean, if I could do it mostly with one hand, you guys can do this, you know, for the most part. And that's it. And then, let me see if I can get this thing off with one hand. Oh. One hand, one leg, can we do it? I have the tire, we didn't strip it. There we go. I might be able to do half of this with one hand. Keep everything together, you know, so don't lose anything. Oh, look. So you don't even need the jack screws. It's already loose, since, you know, it's semi-new. It's a semi-new truck, so I didn't figure I needed some jack screws for anything. This one you might need 2 hands. Watch the chunk loss because I'm not wearing steel toe. Alright, put that to the side. Wire wheel, everything. Got my wire wheel ready. And let me go get my goggles. This is your wheel hub here, so if you ever need to replace that, I can help you out with that one too. And alright, so let's wire wheel now. I'll get you guys back with that one in a second. Alright, I took the pads out. But here's the thing. You always want to know which one's which. You see how the pistons hit on this one? So these are your pistons here. I'll flip this around in a second. But you always want to see there's a difference. There's a, you know, this one's a little bit bigger. This one's a little bit smaller. So you always want to remember what side, you know, it went on, so you can go back right on the same side. Don't ever forget that you messed it up. You won't mess it up because it kind of You know, if you jam this one on this side, you'll see it doesn't fit right. Or you try jamming on this one, it's like, oh, it doesn't work. So you'll kind of figure out that it's not which one's on which side. But if it doesn't, you always want to remember, you know, either by that, or this clip here, or you see the holes there, you know, it's a little bit, this one doesn't have the holes. So, I mean, you can always tell about a little bit difference, you know what I'm saying? This one got little latches here with no dot. This one's got latches in 3 spots with 2 dots. So, always remember that one. Alright, I'm not too sure if I actually took it before. No, I don't think I took it before. How it was when I was all rusted. I mean, yeah, it looks still rusted, but it looks 4 times better. So yeah, I mean, all this mess, all it is brake cleaner. You always want to, you know, clean everything. You want to clean everything dry. And then I wire wheel that a little bit. It's still rusty, but you can only do so much. You always want, let me get this here. You always want to clean in there too, and get a paper towel, spray in there, clean it, wipe it. I wire wheeled in there a little bit. So we're pretty much ready to go. I'm just letting. See, the glory about you doing your own brakes, you can do almost whatever you want. So I got to pick out my own brakes. So here's the ones, I mean, you guys saw the ones I want. So I ended up painting this little bracket black. You know, some gloss black. It looks cool. Looks pretty decent. And these are your little clips. So they go inside the bracket. They hold the pads together. Focus, woman. Come on. There you go. They hold the pads together, so let's put this back together. Alright, here's what I just picked up. One's threaded, one's not threaded, and the other one's threaded. You always want to find the one that's threaded that goes in that hole right there, when that's tapered in. So once you get that plopped in there, let me see if I can do it with one hand. Then you screw it in there. Oh, I got it. See? And then you put your little T30 head in there, T30 screw in there. Again, one side was tapered and one wasn't, so that's what's a little heads up for you guys. That's what it's looking like so far. It looks clean. That's one bracket. That's the second one there. Gotta kind of find out where it goes. Right there. Here's all the way in. That's good. Very shiny. Alright, I clipped them in. So again, one's bigger than the other. So you see how this one's obviously bigger than this guy. So again, just want to make sure it goes in the right way. And then you grab your set here. You kind of just drop it in there. Make sure these bolts are in there here. This guy lines up, and this guy lines up there. Let me focus there. There we go. Alright. And then you just flip it right on there, or actually, oh, focus. Alright. You can put the bolts right on. These I was gonna go wire wheel, but they're pretty much clean, so I just left them alone. Let me see if I can get this on here. Yep, got it. This the 3/4 screw. Let me see. Oh, I thought I'm gonna get the other one with one hand. Nope, doesn't look like it. Two hands it is. There we go. Alright. And then you grab your whole thing. Oh man, I doubt I'll be able to do this with one hand now. And just plop it right on there. There we go. It's still a little heavy, but pretty much got it there. Let me give it 2 hands in there. There we go. You see? Just like that. Let me get a screw on, I'll get back at you guys. That's pretty much it though. I mean, to change your disc, your clips, you always want to kind of change them. If you can't change them, try to bend the other ones back into like the same form. You know, if you gotta use them, you gotta use them, but the best thing to do is replace them. Even if you have to go to a junkyard, replace them for better ones, actually, not just junkyard ones. But anyway, but yeah, that's how you do your, and then your pads, and then again, don't forget that T30, and you got jack screws. It's 3/8 jack screws, and these back screws are, now I'm working on an 18mm one. Alright, let's get these tight, get the wheel on, and done. That's all she wrote. I mean, that's just scratching because the pad's hitting, and it's the tire's loose, so excuse the wobble. But that's it. Done.